It's a wonderful day. Let's make it better by putting a smile on our faces. Welcome to the Little Learners. It's your show, my show, our show, and the show for all. I still remain Rayhan Yusuf, your ever-gallant host, to follow you on a fun-filled ride. See you after the program.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You are welcome to another episode of Story by Umi. My name is Asma Yusuf. On this program today, we'll be talking about the story of Maryam, mother of Isa alayhi salatu wasalam. With me today, I've got
Mohammed,
and Temi. So before we go over the story, we'll take a very short break and we'll be right back.
You're still watching Little Learners.
Welcome back. So like I said, today we'll be talking about the story of Maryam, mother of Isa alayhi salatu wasalam. Maryam is the daughter of Imran. So long time ago, there lived a man named Imran. Imran was an imam in the famous mosque of Al-Aqsa in Jerusalem. He was a well-respected imam and a committed man of God. He was committed to serving Allah. And then him and his wife, Hannah, prayed for a male child for a very long time. And they promised Allah that if Allah grants them this child, the child is going to be in the service of Almighty Allah. It took a long while, but inshallah, they were granted the child they wanted. I won't say fortunately or unfortunately, they were granted a female child. Their initial reaction was, we had promised Allah a child that will serve in his mosque, in his worship. But is a female child going to be able to do that? They were a bit worried, but they were committed to making sure that they fulfill their promise to Allah. So they raised Maryam in such a manner that she worshipped Allah. She was committed to the service of Allah, and she used to do priestly work, despite being a female child. She dedicated her life to Allah. She was a pious female child. And then at a point, she was raised by Prophet Zachariah, alayhi salatu wasalam. And then the prophet, when he goes to the chamber, then he used to meet lots of fruits with her. She used to have baskets of food and different things. In the winter, she would have summer fruits. In summer, she had winter fruit. She always had something to present. And when the prophet goes like, where did you get this from? She would say, it's sustenance from Allah. Alhamdulillah. So she was always grateful for what Allah has done, and she was committed to serving Allah throughout. She lived her life, a holy life. So at a point, Allah decided to honor her parents and to honor Maryam herself. So he sent angel, as she grew of age, and Allah sent angel Jibril to let Maryam know that she will be blessed with a male child. A child that will be honored in this life and on the day of judgment. And Maryam was like, how? I'm not even married. How can I have a child? Angel Jibril was able to convince her that this is a message from Allah. Okay, so she prayed and she believed, and she found herself pregnant with a child. After that happened, she went out of town to a quiet place. It's called Bethlehem in English. So that's where she was there for a long while. And then at a point, she was delivered of a male child that Allah has promised. She was delivered of Prophet Isa alayhi salatu wasalam, popularly known as Jesus by a lot of people. When she had the child, she was worried, and when she let her family, her people know that she had delivered a male child. They were worried and like, oh, Maryam, we know you. You're supposed to be a good woman. How come you have a child? Who is the father of this child? And at a point, she actually said, I don't know. That's him. Talk to him. She referred to the baby, and they should talk to him. And then, by the grace of Almighty Allah, the baby, Isa alayhi salatu wasalam, spoke and confirmed that, indeed, I am sent from Allah. I am a prophet, and he said so many things. Well, not too many, but he spoke and confirmed that he's a gift from Allah, he's a prophet, and eventually everybody came to accept Isa alayhi salatu wasalam as the prophet that he was. I'm guessing you guys will have some questions. Anyone? But before we come to the question segment, we'll take a break and be right back.
You're still watching Little Learners.
Welcome back. So we'll take questions now. What's the question? Yes, Muhammad.
The question that I have is, why did Maryam move to Bethlehem?
Okay, thank you. That's a good question. Mariam had to move from where she was based at the time to Bethlehem because she needed to go to a quiet place. Imagine she was an unmarried woman and she was pregnant. Naturally, people will start talking. Maybe not in this new society that we are, but at that time, it was considered a scandal for somebody that is not married to be pregnant with a child. So to avoid the talks and people saying different things about her, it was decided that it's better for her to go to a quiet place where nobody knows her. She actually gave birth to Isa alayhi salatu wasalam in a shepherd's place.
How did she give birth without being married?
How she got pregnant without being married? Another very bad question. Thank you very much. Like I said, it was Allah that gave her that decided that it was going to give her a child. She was not married, but because she was considered holy and pure, Allah wanted her to have a child like that, and He breathed His life into her. It's called ruh, like a spirit. When they say spirit, it's spirit. Allah's ruh, Allah's spirit was breathed into her. So the life was just breathed into her. The same way Allah breathed life into Adam alayhi salatu wasalam and every one of us. So some people refer to him as the spirit of Allah, the spirit of God, because Allah's spirit was just breathed into the stomach of Maryam alayhi salatu wasalam. So she was pregnant by Allah's miracle. Allah is a God of miracle. He does a lot of things. So the miracle, the magnificence of Allah's power is the fact that He could just breathe life into Maryam and she was pregnant just like that. So it's one of the miracles of Allah. It's a subhanallah kind of miracle. Do you understand? Thank you. Any other question? No. Okay, so let me see. Who was Maryam's mother? Maryam's mother and father.
Maryam's mother was.
Let's see. Do you know?
It starts with H.
Yes, it does. Maryam's mother was Hannah.
Hannah.
Yes. What about his a father?
Imran.
Yes, Imran.
Imran.
Imran was the father. So we know that Imran was the father. He was a godly man. And let's see. Some of the lessons you can take from there is that sometimes you want something, but Allah wants something greater for you. The parents at the time, Imran and Anna, they wanted a male child that would probably be like an imam, someone that would serve Allah. But Allah knew that He had a better plan for them. He gave them a female child. But guess what? Maryam is the only woman that has a chapter in the Quran dedicated to her. That's how great she was. If they are giving them a male child, most likely the male child will not have a chapter of the Quran dedicated to her. Do you understand? And she's the only woman on earth that gave birth to a man without a conception apart from Adam alayhi salatu wasalam. Do you understand?
Yes.
Adam did not have any mother or father. Maryam gave birth to a child without a husband. So Isa alayhi salatu wasalam was born without a father. Just the spirit of Allah. Do you understand? And then another thing is very good to serve Allah. When you worship Allah, when you are committed to Him, He has a way of blessing and rewarding you. Just like He blessed and rewarded Imran. They have a chapter in the Quran, the family of Imran. There's a chapter in the Quran, family of Imran, dedicated to the Maryam's father. And then there's a chapter dedicated to Maryam herself for her service to the Almighty. Isn't that marvelous?
Yes.
Okay, so I hope everyone had fun learning from that. I take a lesson from there, like I mentioned earlier. Let's learn to, whatever we do in our life, let's learn to always remember Allah and be committed to Allah. So we hope we have fun and we should see you next time, inshallah. Masalam.
Masalam.
You're still watching Little Learners.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Sophia Bakara Kombi, and I'm here to read the last two verses of Baqarah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Amana rasulu bima unzila ilayhi min rabbihi wal mu'minun. Kullun amana billahi wa malaikatihi wa kutubihi wa rusulihi la nufarriqu baina ahadin min rusul wa qalu sami'na wa ata'na ghufranaka rabbana wa ilaykal masir. La yukallifu Allahu nafsan illa wus'aha laha maktasabat wa 'alayha maktasabat. Rabbana la tu'akhidhna in nasina أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إثرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تؤملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين صدق الله العظيم آمين.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, friends. My name is Mardia Ridwan. I am 10 years old. I want to talk to you about Salah. Muslims must observe Salat 5 times daily: Subh, Zuhur, Asr, Maghrib, and Isha. Allah said that we should perform Salat at the right time. Thank you.
You're still watching Little Learners. Wow, what a show. I enjoyed myself to the fullest. If you do, join us same time, same station for another edition of the Little Learners. I'm Rehan Yusuf and I'm saying Masalam.